I bet you didn't think we'd be doing a poetry reading like this. I guess it's the new world that we're in right now. Welcome to the Open Books open mic, which is not quite an open mic since we can't really open the mic up. But anyway, this is what we got. Our original plan was we were going to have this big reading, and the reading was going to be in April to mark the beginning of National Poetry Month. Well, guess what? Things changed. So we're going to do this a little differently. We have a great cavalcade of poets that are going to follow me, and we are going to celebrate National Poetry Month the best way we can. I got my Open Books t-shirt on, and we are going to celebrate the magic and the wonder of books, as well as the magic and wonder of poetry. One of our big goals is to make sure that we keep momentum, make sure that our events keep going. These are clearly very dangerous times, very interesting times, and we want to make sure that everybody's safe. This is the safest way that we could do these poetry readings, safest way that we can continue to do events while still being able to enter into your homes in the best way we can. So again, we have some great poets that are going to be coming up. Normally when we do poetry events, one of the things that I like to do is pass the hat. This is our opportunity to be able to share what we have with everybody. We know that times are hard. We know that not everybody is working right now, and we know that a lot of folks are living very precariously right now. So with that in mind, don't feel like you have to, but we would love if you're able to make some kind of donations to us. Open Books has been closed since the beginning of this crisis, the COVID-19 crisis. And because of that, of course, we have no money coming in. We have no money coming in that we can't send books out to people in prison. Right now, currently, we're not sending any books out because we haven't figured out a safe way to do so. But as soon as we do, we're going to have a lot of people that are going to be pretty desperate for some reading material. And we also have our overhead that still is coming in no matter what's happening with the store itself. So with that said, if you can possibly donate to us, that would be great. We have our website, which is openbookspicola.org, and on there we have a PayPal account. We also have a Patreon, which is one of the things that we're really, really trying to push right now, is trying to push the Patreon to get people to become sustaining members. You know, this is especially for you if you're on a salary and you can afford that. So I don't want to go too far into any of that kind of stuff because I don't want this to be a telethon, but you know, we're a nonprofit, 501c3, and we've been running off the generosity of really amazing folks for the past 20 years now. We're in our 20th anniversary, and we totally didn't expect to be celebrating it like this, but here we are. All right, well, let's check out some other poets. Thank you so much for being here.
I've got my Open Books t-shirt on. I'm Joel Dailey, and I have a couple of poems to read. Interpretive Dunce. From hip-hop to hip replacement, a lousy night's sleep conjures up the Everglades, where a simple jungle biped sends his loincloth to the cleaners via elephant stampede. A victim of attitude sickness, I have this nagging apartment complex, doc, quite apart and equidistant from the multilingual corporations pretending to exist. I mean, I truly mean something, but I also mean something else, probably microscopic, discovered one day by accident under somebody's front porch, which concerns not only all of us clinging to planet Earth, but it concerns my concern as well. Overall, I mean. Overhaul, I imply. Overalls I wear. Hyper-pigmented, if you must know. And now, baby oyster, it's time, yes, it is time, to, with Louisville sluggers, address the heretofore nameless entities. A lifetime with the poetry swami and then some for Jamey Jones. Overhead the stars turn corners, but down here, where we put our pants on one leg at a time, my poetry consists of my diseases, and my future poems of my diseases. And one more for Scotty Satterwhite, function over form. Coffee or tea? over easy or scrambled, bacon or sausage, hash browns or grits, white, wheat or rye, butter or chemical, Brittany or Betty, minor league or major, verse or universe. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. How are we doing tonight? This is the Q&A review on Q. This is A. Tonight we'll be performing The Day God Came for You All.
Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom.
5305 was the day my mind, body, and soul came alive. Because on that day, God came. And she didn't come in the form of WD Master Farad, but on the third day, God came. And she didn't come in that aged-old so-called Holy Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. But when God came on the third day of May, I was resurrected, born again. Not Christian, but born again, which means that I died. But on the third day of May, God allowed me to come alive. And I promised this time to strive and allow all her love to come inside and let her love wash me, better yet drown me, cleanse me of the life I had before she arrived. God came in my past life. It died. But presently I'm alive and I'm well. I'm here to tell the world about this girl named Zaria Sage Hull. Right now she bears my last name, so long after I'm gone, they know that I came and went. Not much money was spent at Benny, but time invested was plenty. It was worth every minute. So now my future's so bright that cloudy days couldn't block the brilliance. Because when she smiles, I smile. And I'm so happy that she makes me want to sing. I got sunshine on the cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Now I guess you'll say, what can make me feel this way? My girl. I'm talking about my girl. See, I got sunshine on the cloudy day. And she came on that third day of May. April showers bring May's blooming, blossoming flowers. This is the meaning of her name. She's my proof that God is real. So anyone can plant a seed, but the gift is watching what's come from that seed grow. And I've always considered myself to be a very good gardener. My girl, my girl.
My name is Jonathan Fink. Thank you so much to Scott Satterwhite and everyone at Open Books. This poem is called Son's Blessing. My father's father rises from his grave and moves within the night until he stands before his only child. The dead are not received alone, and in my father's gaze his vision marks the longing of all sons. My father's father turns his hat in hand and does not know for what to ask or why. To guide his father back among the dead, my father makes a blessing of his loss and speaks where I must one day speak for him.
Conditioning Man. Toned in tea, lighted by summer, I stand above, hovering, silver sips of history, looming direct, a critic, a fan, a scan corrected, two in the corner. Recto, verso, south, landscapes deep, Georgia. No young girls at 12, a condition, I condition, flip, capture it, log it, in pencil, pentacle, a rectangle golden, ecstasy of light, right rhythm, beating heart, eyes soften. Her words, not mine. Her image, not mine. Air into it, nostalgic, for loss, intimacy as vulnerable squares, haunted by shiftless scratches, fine, inherent, all over, washed and raking, negligible light. February moon in BC. We share a joint with Christina. I can feel your leg, nothing but bounce. A blanket, we made out about it the other night on a couch beside a cuddle under a coat after the party. Another solar flare. pre-moon flip, Soft's hands and ears. If nothing else, why did you smell my hair? Incidental intimacy, illicit, I don't know. I'm collecting words that sound like paramour. Paranoid to commit past a whisper in the dark universe. Blunted inside conversations of a lens I hide in my room on Monday. Back to zero number 1. The moon became the sun.
Conception of Love, for Leslie Weiner. Remember when we were younger, when it was acceptable to lie down on the sidewalk, our cheeks pressed against the melting summer cement, the scent of chrysanthemums and honeysuckle clinging to our clothes, anxiety of deadlines nowhere to be found until the sunset signals our curfew. Slowly walking home, holding dirty hands, clutching sweaty palms, trying to extend the magic hour. Holes in jeans and skin knees, band-aids worn like badges, embracing our crutches, crying just because. Death, a stranger we were not allowed to speak to. Those moments when my eyes would catch your eyes, lingering, wondering who would be the first to laugh. The edges of your smile begun to rise, and I knew that you could hear this heart beating through my cheek as it melted the summer sidewalk.
Fatal attraction, can't stop, chain reaction, it's terrible what empty words have done to us. Can't fight the leave me to remain in blind beauty, so revered, I'ma run through this bitch like Lighthouse Paul Revere. Head of a horse, other side a bitch, please stick, knee slapping, slide by, horse ass to head stick. I was raised by both ends of the knife, so my words will cut you blunt and slice. Your arrogance makes me want to get ignorant, but instead I hope you choke on your words real nice, like raging fire spice. We raising ours on that get you some money. That spread around the community, honey. That Fight Club, Brad Pitt, soldier sold out ass, back to your money, run it. I remember bubble up chest. I kept rage inside, held back, unsettled unrest, but I won't be the one. You can't erase your part in it, death and destruction. No matter how many times you throw in the towel on humanity, the blood from your hands is traceable. No anonymity. I won't. I remain, tired and vigilant, pulling my cement shoes out the ocean remnant, transforming them from weights to trailblazing shit, no matter how many times I have to walk it. Now for Mia.
Hello. The disease that is spreading like a wildfire around our country, the gay. We have all heard of it, either on TikTok commercials or TV shows that become a hit, by the way. The disease even has a community of hosts called the LGBTQ+. They have even caused the government to get sick. The government has passed a law that they can get married. But don't worry, our thick heads don't listen to common sense. So we'll just kill the disease with a vaccine called the Bible and our bogus scientific reasons. Like Leviticus 18:22. You know, that one line from that one section from that one book that we use to oppress millions of people around the world. That states that 2 men shall not lie down in bed together. Also, that's not natural. It would cause weird things to happen in the evolution of our people. Now stop. Do you ever wonder why you always see us on the internet? Because it's the only place where we can be ourselves without getting killed. And we are not sorry that the government finally came to its senses that love is just love. And Leviticus 18:22 states that two men shall not lie down together. So I guess I'm good. I guess when I die, I'm getting into heaven. And even if it was two men, I don't see how killing supposedly God's children would get you into heaven. And it's not natural, neither is your boobs, hair, or eyelashes. But I'm not discriminating against you, Karen. And I hope that the mutation we have in our people will be more accepting of people who just want to love. So if you think that gay people are ruining the world, maybe you should look around and at the world we live in, and you just might find out that you're the disease.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Open Books. Hi, quarantined friends under lockdown. This poem's called The Stream. I listen to the birds and bugs in the stream of light outside the windows as I shift from sleep, eyes still closed. I listen to the birds and bugs in the stream. Out of sight, I hear before my eyes open. As my eyes open, my sleep opens into this invisible stream, confluence of birds and bugs and sleep. Oak leaves blow, tumble, fall to the ground. The ground begins. The ground is always beginning. Pounding sound of a new bridge being built. Rhythmic pounding several miles to the south, driving pylons into the bay bottom. The leaves and bugs and birds mesh with the pounding in this new world of social distancing. I think of early pre-Columbian societies on this continent. What pandemics took place then, and what did they do to handle it? What measures did they take, these people pre-Columbian and of the stream? A good cup of coffee and a stream are all you need. This little stream, this coffee means everything in a cool breeze on a front porch at home. Being home, being born is always beginning like ground sounding streams fall into one stream. Birds, bugs belong, butterfly, mockingbirds, and crows. The crows, as always, sound ornery, which is just a sound, judgment, sound, stream. These birds almost form vowels, pre-Columbian vowel sounds in a post-Columbian place. How does the virus affect the birds, bugs, ants, dogs, cats, foxes, possums, animal world of which the sexy neighborhood joggers are a part of the virus flowing stream, putting people out of work? Last night, Mike, the Chinese food delivery guy, was angry about the shutdown, but easily discernible just below the flush red surface of his face was fear and sadness, not necessarily in that order. The human world stops due to an invisible force. Our sadness, anger, and fear fall forward into the stream. All viruses fall forward into the stream where sleeping and waking, bugs and birds meet, merge, melt. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Little Black Alice. I fell down a hole of swirls, burnt out colors, and taste of spiked essence. Little Black Alice in a wonderland of sensations to escape the reality of what was stole from me. Hit that blunt, take that shot, and go down, down. When do I have to come back? I'm traveling through space now with my closest friends that I've neglected to tell. I thought about what eternal sleep would be like the night before. But the popping bottles and rolling up, and we all sit in the joy and solace we bring each other as personal escapes from hell on earth. Little black tormented Alice at a table with others just as foolish as her. Or is it wise? We escape while others wallow. We build and love and love. We stronger, little back Alice and the squad, falling down the rabbit hole on a thin wire between indulge and addict. Little black Alice never stays down the hole for too long. But damn, that break show feel nice. When's the next trip, y'all?
At the end of the Palafox Pier in October. The water is wine dark, pitch black berries, the cream drop moon glistening, barely making a sound. No one would notice it sitting silently in the sky. One day, this forsaken cursed city will be gone and left laughing at the moon. Bertrand Russell, I wish you were sitting next to me, reading out of a book teaching number theory. Maybe then I could calculate the probability of my own scrutiny while speaking in utmost certainty of the impending analytical catastrophe.
My eyes are falling asleep, reading deep into the night. Lights out, sweetheart. It's so dark out tonight. Where is your face? Let me kiss it. My eyes start to hurt. My head feels pretty much the same. Good night, sweetheart. It's so dark tonight. Lights out, sweetheart. Let me kiss you. Lights out. Let me kiss you.
Il fiume scronda fuori dal Peabody Hotel, attraverso un atrio fontana pieno di anatre del cotone galleggia sui barconi e attraverso l'aria. Il cielo degrada verso il mare. Nuvoli di vento ruggiscono attraverso i meandri abbandonati del fiume laddove scorre via nel suo correre elegante il Mesciasebe. Il corpo dei genieri non può farci niente quando il fiume cambia nuovamente il suo corso, quando l'onda di piena s'alza, interi villaggi si spostano, quando l'onda di piena s'alza sopra l'argine. La sciuma del delta sparge humus nella valle, ricco terreno oleaginoso. Il pesce scappa fra gli alberi, scivola attraverso le case nello spazio e se ne nasconde in nubi di stella. Il fiume sovrasta le case completamente inzuppate di limo. I luci schiacciato a farina di pesce sotto i loro piedi, spinti a sud dai laghi del nord. A valle del fiume la fredda onda di piena scorre verso il delta, visibile da Marte. E quando l'acqua defluisce, i primi terrapieni appaiono, eros e possibilità. E più eroticità e più possibilità si libera. Il Mesciasebe infila la lingua dentro la luna, la fonte dalla quale fluisce acqua del rubinetto, ghiaccio, autolavaggi, il non senso articolato da un tordo migratore. Giandei starnazzano nei campi sotto la mezzaluna, gabbiani turbinano nell'erba, passano e ritornano in cerca di semi e tutta l'acqua del mondo viene giù. La gente s'accalca sopra le loro case, 100 miglia sopra la bocca del fiume o 300. Dove sta ora Monroe? E Sonny Boy trasmette blues dal vivo, dalla mitica radio, nella valle conosciuta come il Delta. Uragan sfera il colpo, quando il genio abbatte l'argine, il mondo scompare e Houston Stackhouse batte il blues. La prima volta che ho sentito l'onda di piena di Muddy, scriveva Robert Palmer, mi è venuto in mente un pomeriggio di alcuni anni fa, quando senti il cielo plumbeo che s'abbassava sempre più, aumentando il disturbo di pressione che sentivo fisicamente nel mio sangue. Ero sicuro che dai cieli stessi per scendere pioggia e dardi di lampi da un momento all'altro, ma il temporale non venne. Era dentro di me una percezione di tempesta emozionale che inconsciamente proiettavo in un cielo di nubi. Non sapevo fosse storia, pensavo fosse buona musica, poesia urlata attraverso il collo di una chitarra, esplosa da un suono cavo, un assaggio del miglior beat che una batteria abbia mai suonato, perle arrostite al crepuscolo, scarabocchiate nel cielo, il Mississippi, the Mississippi.
How long has it been? The isolation, the closing in, would you say days, weeks, maybe months? What if I told you our numbers have been off by a long shot? Because I can't remember the last time I didn't catch us all looking down. How long has it been now? We, staring at the screens, divided always by glass. What if I told you this is not the first time we started wearing masks, our lives so heavily filtered, as if revealing our true selves is a virus we dare not catch. My God, we have gotten so good at being detached, planning for tomorrows and the tomorrows after that. Social distancing is a concept we have always known. We just called it by a different name, called it work, called it busyness, called it not enough hours in the day. What if I told you this is not the first time we have sheltered in place, on the street, on the plane, on the subway, noise-canceling headphones pressed so deep into our ears. But now I wonder, what good is noise-canceling when the streets are quiet? So many moments squandered like breath, so many memories that never became, taken from us like a gift we never deserved. How much have we missed? The times we could have shook hands or hugged or kissed. Let us always remember this. When the shelves at the grocery store were as empty as our hearts, when the loneliness closed in like the house we are forced to stay, let us always remember this. These days, when the tomorrows come and we have nowhere to be, these days when the steps felt heavy, the walk up the driveway to drop off groceries at our parents' front porch, watching them wave goodbye from behind the window, let us always remember this. So when the gates reopen, we can burst through the door like the last day of school, run quickly to those people, our arms reaching past that 6 feet gap and make a promise to never let go. I know I can't wait for the day I can see you all once more, to cherish every step I take towards the microphone and feel your love more presently than I've ever felt it before. Once more to the poets, to the performers, dreaming of the open road, yearning to again fill theaters with laughter. Once more to the teachers, running their hands along the empty desks, the chalk dust settling for far too long now. To the students, trying so hard to get through this somehow, wishing they spent more times looking up from their books. Once more to the restaurants, to the cooks, sobbing in their empty kitchens, waiting for the day to set the tables again. Once more to the hospitals and the first responders, working the shifts that won't seem to end, the weariness of healing us from a distance, hidden behind their masks. But I promise, with all that I have, we will be back. We will remove those masks and show the world our smiles. We will reach out and beg to stay in that embrace for a little while. We will be back, stepping out from behind that glass, and we will cry and we will laugh once more, once more, once more.
And now for our last poet, me. This one that I wrote over in Asheville, North Carolina. This is called Lexington Avenue. Just for a little background, I took this from all the signs that I saw of the COVID crisis. I got a couple COVID poems, but I don't want to bum you out too much. So here we go. We are limiting our capacity. We would like our customers to be brewed until surreal. We welcome all races. Let clues close tonight. Open late, cigarettes. This is what it sounds like when we've got the beat. Due to coronavirus, we've closed. Drop the worm. We feel it's the best thing to do. The best choice for our community. We've decided to close. We've decided to close until further notice. You can call our headquarters, old lady. Stay well. All right, that's just a little found poetry for you. And now that we found you where you are, I just wanted to also reiterate our best wishes to all of you. We hope that all of you are being safe. We hope that you all stay safe. I know for me that we've had some people in my family that have come down with the COVID-19. Maybe you have too. And we hope that this ends soon, and we hope that we're able to all get through this. Together. So for now, as one of my friends, Samantha Dorset, used to always say, we're all we've got. So this is one of those moments in some ways where we're all we've got, but that we is a really, really big we. There's a lot of people doing really amazing stuff out there, a lot of great mutual aid works that are happening. And, of course, we're one of those mutual aid works. We've always looked at the Open Books Prison Project as friends helping friends, not as a charity as much as something where we are people that are helping other human beings. Because for me personally, it's hard for me to imagine what it would be like to be in a situation, to be in prison and not have any reading material. For some people, I've heard them talk about what we're living in right now is maybe as close as we might get to something like that. And hopefully that's the case, for us. But if you wonder what it was like to have to stay in one room, to stay in one space, in one small space for a long time, then now you know what it's like to some extent. And you also might know what it's like to not have any reading material. So this is one of those things that was one of the things that we do with Open Books is we send books to people in prison. We do this free of charge to anybody, and we don't ask anything of what they did or why they're there, because that's not really our concern. Our concern is getting books to people. We hope that we're going to educate, or we'll help with the education process. We'll give people some books to read. As I think a lot of us can attest, that books can change people's lives. That's the whole reason why we exist, is because we firmly believe that books can change people's lives. And for those of us who have found that one book in their life where that has changed their life, then you can attest that this is a powerful experience. We hope that we're able to provide that powerful experience. So we wanted to thank you again, remind you also again, if you'd like to donate to us, we'd be more than grateful for any donations we can get, because right now we don't have anything coming in. So we'd love to have some donations, Patreon donations, that would be great. But if you can't do any of that and you want to volunteer as soon as we're open up, then please, we would love to have you volunteering. But otherwise, spread the message, spread the word, spread this video around, and yeah, I just want to tell you that we love you, and we're happy to be in your lives in any way that we can be in your lives. So thank you very much, and I guess right now, got to go back into that troubled world, but know that Open Books loves you. See ya, friends. This poem is called Old House, A History. And I'm dedicating this to my friends Ken Stanton, who lived in this house, and Steve Winfrey, who stayed in this room. Old House. A century has happened in this house. History layered in the walls. My friend tells me that ghosts are present. Nothing evil that I can sense. Some ghosts are friends. Most I don't know. Most I can never understand. I can never understand their struggles, though I am open. When I look outside, I see the same trees they saw. The same trees bloom, die, and bloom again. The voices are silently all speaking as one. I don't add anything to their chatter. I drink coffee and listen. The ghosts speak through the birds.